Welcome back.
Motherfucker, my phone?
Yeah, my phone.
Mario.
Insanity check back at you here with an idiot and an eight. Once again, you can check us out on Facebook at Insanity Check, and Twitter, where all these wonderful stories will be, and Insanity Check 12. And of course, once again, the re-enhanced version of these shows on our YouTube channel, Insanity Check Radio.
Yep.
So once again, we are New Yorkers up in here, Brooklynites to be exact, except for
this burnt down, asbestos covered you from the Bronx over here.
And you know, in between storms and terrorist attacks, we always have these nice little local stories. The local officials want to keep us New Yorkers safe, so now it seems, in case you hadn't heard, we had two, still 8 to 10 million people in the city, by the way. We had two people chucked onto a subway tracks in the past couple of months. And again, allegedly, these people were crazy. So the New York City Police Department and the New York government has decided to take proactive steps. The city is making a major push to sweep the streets of dangerous, mentally ill New Yorkers, and has even compiled a most wanted list, the New York Post has learned. The measures follow a pair of high-profile subway shove fatalities from December, allegedly involving mentally ill individuals, still alleged after 2 months. The city has already drawn up a list of 25 targets. After the Queens subway attack, the city decided to take proactive approach to track down the most dangerous mental health patients that currently have mental hygiene warrants out for them. It's starting to sound like fucking, what's that Tom Cruise movie again?
Minority Report?
Yeah, thank you. Minority Report.
No, it actually reminds me of Minority Report and that other Christian Bale film, Equilibrium. Remember, if you didn't take your meds, they burned your ass.
Yeah, you were dead.
If you didn't take your meds.
These warrants mean that the patients are not wanted for a crime, but instead are being sought because they are not getting their court-ordered treatment. There are a handful of cops assigned to this detail, which began working in the past few weeks. Cops in NYPD's real-time crime center are using high-tech methods to first track down the individuals, and detectives on the street have been assigned to then go after them and take them to hospitals, law enforcement sources
This
said.
sounds like bullshit. What do you mean? What high-tech? What? Go ahead, man. This sounds like some fishy stuff, but go ahead.
Basically, the city is not concerned it could be liable, and again, lawsuits are the downfall of this fucking idiot country, are concerned that they could be liable if one of those people goes off the rails, ching, and hurts someone or themselves. And that's prompted the health department to seek more help from the NYPD. These patients could, of course, be dangerous, health officials noted. Now, you have a family member who goes to the Department of Health and gives them the information. Then they go to the police department, and together the DOH person and the police go out and try to track down these people. They're just trying to get these people the help that, of course, they deserve. I said when he Skilla just showed me this, like, maybe this will prompt people to stop taking all of these fucking unnecessary drugs because all these mass shootings have been linked to Prozac.
Or whatever, some kind of... I was trying to figure out why do I have an exact problem with this. But, I mean, you make your point. I'm sorry to cut you off, and I'll tell you what my problem is.
My problem is that, again, I don't like overreaction. Again, like I said, 8 to 10 million people in this city. I don't know how many people on whatever fucking drugs, or I don't even know what the list of drugs that are on this, wanted list or whatever. I don't know. They said court ordered, so I don't know if these people have a history of mental health crimes or a history of instability, which is causing crime. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I don't know. My whole thing is, of course, as usual, I don't trust the pigs.
Yes,
and this is a more, again, futuristic Minority Report, track you down finding all this shit. They're enlisting your family to help find you and all the rest of the shit. I mean, this shit it's crazy.
This is really something that, first of all, I was trying to figure out, that is along the lines of, conspiracy Dre or whatever. I just don't like all of this policing of society. And I do recall people getting thrown on the tracks before. These aren't the first people. I mean, literally since I was a kid.
We were fucking burning bums in this city,
scorching people in the toll booths. That's why that film, Money Train, had to be taken off, because they were like setting the token booth clerks on fire. Setting the wino sitting down there, or the bum. They ignite his ass and send him down the street running in flames. People, I remember just as a kid when I first started going on the train, they would take me around to show me the system and everything. I was like, I think I started riding the train in the city by myself at 12 or 13, something like that. And, they were like, always stay away from the tracks because people push people off. So we didn't have all of these ridiculous Big Brother situations to where we had to enlist all of these, high tech. Whenever they say high tech, to me, it sounds invasive. Okay. We make jokes about the damn G building. This is New York City. There's always crazy people doing all sorts of crazy shit in this city. And it's been since the day that I was born. Before I was here, there was wackos and crazy people doing nutty New York City-esque type things without the intervention of, the whole thing about enlisting, because this is the kind of stuff those alternative, conspiracy thinkers always say. When they try to, and they're starting to enlist your own family to drop dime on you and your neighbors to drop down on you, what kind of oppressive society are we going towards? Now, listen, a fool does something, just stay the fuck away from the edge. Stay away from the edge. If there's a maniac of any kind, it could be a drunk maniac, off his meds maniac, soak him up, throw him in jail. But when you're starting to put all of this other stuff into play, I'm like, where is the tip-off point? Where does it end? I don't know the list of drugs. I don't know, the whole thing, like you said about court-appointed drugs. Okay, that's like, well, what is, what circumstances, would have to come into play for a court to have to tell you to take your drug?
Right. Now,
what if you were, let's say, I'm thinking, if you were like self-destructive, or you had these terrible bouts of depression, and you were afraid of doing damage to yourself, or a relative was afraid of you doing damage to yourself, and they had you committed, because that was used to be the threat. I'm gonna send your ass to the G building. And I didn't realize this until one day I was jogging around my local track. I think my blood sugar, something happened, and I fell out. It was after the Grammys. I had full track clothes on and everything. I'm running in my running outfit.
And track marks on your arm?
No, track marks on my arm, but it was a scary situation. It taught me something about how the system works. They came, the ambulance, I was non-responsive because I passed out. So when they took me in the hospital, I was just coming to, and there was a nurse with these huge titties about to give me a needle. Now, this was the same hospital where they broke an IV in my arm when I broke my arm, and they had to take me into surgery, and blood was flying everywhere. So I come from an unconscious state to seeing a woman with big titties and a needle. So I was like, oh, get away from me, get away from me. They were like, oh, this guy's crazy. He's slurring. I'm slurring because I was fucking, malnourished or whatever.
You don't like big titties near you.
Yeah, I'm a breast man. I know you like big Franks, man. That's what you like.
Why did you tell a lady with the big titties to get away?
Because she had a big needle. I know you like them needles. You like stuff sticking in you, don't you? Yeah.
I'm just, you said woke up, this lady there with these big titties. You just got nervous.
No,
I'm not used to that.
I ain't scared of no. First of all, you see my cup? What is it? Titties.
Right.
Titties in my cup. What you got over there?
You have a titty cup.
Yeah, I got a titty. What you got over there?
A purple shirt. Next you go, you wear the breast cancer ribbon.
Yeah, exactly. Yet you got a red Mario Brothers hat on. Any case, before I was interrupted by this minstrel over here, so they put me into the mental ward. So once I came to, I had a little orange juice or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm fine. Let me leave. No, you cannot leave. And the security guard said, listen, I spoke to him. He was like, listen, I understand and I believe everything that you say. But you cannot leave here until a doctor tells you to leave. And if you try, we're going to beat fire out you. So I was like, holy smoke. So I didn't eat anything else. So I understand how, and then, so I had to go back as an outpatient at least 2 times to prove that what I was saying was true. And they wanted to prescribe something to me. They wanted to put, and I was like, I'm not taking shit. I was running. I passed out. It can happen. So I don't know when they say court appointed. I believe if they tell, like, if your brother says, "Yo, my brother's crazy, he did something," and he lies on you, and they take you in there, and they prescribe something to you, that might be what they mean by court appointed. I don't know.
Very well be.
But
of course, you people would be like, "Oh yeah, please do it to keep us safe," because I take the train and I don't want to be pushed off onto the tracks like these two people in the past 15 years.
Yeah.
And wham.
So back the fuck up. I mean, because first of all, since I am a New Yorker, whenever some crazy lunatic gets anywhere near me, I immediately get on guard. Because crazy people, you don't know what they're going to do. So if I see some wild ass fool talking to himself and yelling and all that kind of stuff, I'm bracing up, because if I got to because I'm not going on the tracks.
Yeah, I mean,
his ass is going on the tracks.
I mean, even if I don't hear anything. When the train is coming, I always just take a quick look, make sure no one's behind me.
Yeah.
Really simple.
Yep. Because, that's just New York tactics. You know this if you ride the rails in New York City. You're not one of these transplanted New Yorkers that come here because, hey, it's a hip place to be or whatever. No, we all know this kind of stuff. I mean, hell, you wouldn't find a person from the Bronx playing with gasoline. What's that supposed to be? What, Brooklyn was a shootings? What's that supposed to be?
Listen, y'all get one arena, and now all of a sudden Brooklyn is the place to be.
Brooklyn has always been the place to be. Everybody knew Brooklyn. I mean, first of all,
get out of here.
Bronx was the place to be if you wanted to like grill marshmallows and grill salmon on the corner. That was it. That's it. Or if you wanted to train to be a part of the firefighters union,
or if you wanted to be a part of hip hop. It is the home of
listen.
The New York Yankees and of hip hop.
Okay, listen. The reason
you know what? Some fine Dominican.
You know why Cats was busting rhymes on the street corner because their houses were burned down.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. The exact same thing. Right. They had to be in the park because their house was going up in flames. That's why.
Right.
Every week
I was
exploded in the Bronx.
Robbing trains at Albee Square Mall.
yeah. No, we weren't robbing people. I mean, we were robbing people, but I mean, you guys was trying to kill everybody with flames. So, look, there's no comparison. No one ever says, is Bronx in the house? They say it's Brooklyn in the house. It's been that way, and it's going to be that way. Nobody says anything about is Bronx in the house.
Because Bronx is always in the house, nigga.
Because the houses are still erect. Not burned to the floor. That's what I'm saying.
Get out. Do something with yourself.
Whatever. Like I said, the Bronx has been on fire since the past 30, 40 years, and it's going to be. Did they even rebuild half that stuff yet?
Bronx has become. I heard that Old Hunts Point is now a gated community.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Or at least part of it, yeah.
That's a shame. Mm-hmm. That is a shame. I mean, for all you people out there know what Hunts Point is, that's where all the hoes were.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an HBO series called Banging at Hunts Point. Two.
It returned like 5 years later, some shit like that.
And, if you want to know anything about that game or, the mentality of the people that's in that particular field, those are really good documentaries. But I mean, that's kind of messed up, man. They homogenizing this city
everywhere, man.
I mean, they took all the matches from the people in the Bronx. They taking the holes. This is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, when they made these new buildings with the electric stoves.
You shaking your head for it, man.
The Bronx natives didn't. They're like, what the fuck is this? Where's the fire coming out of? No fire? What? How do you get shit hot without fire?
Y'all only remember that because y'all was still on your dinosaurs when y'all went to the Bronx.
No. The reason I remember that because everybody knew when the World Trade was still here, if you needed to, find where the Lower Manhattan was, you looked at the Twin Towers. If you were in Brooklyn, you looked at the Dime Bank building on Atlantic Avenue. And the Bronx, you just looked for the smoke. The smoke and flames. That's what you saw.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, right. It is a shame.
Oh man!
But you people have come a long way.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, look, I don't even know how much time we got left.
We almost out there. You want to hit these Lay's chips real quick?
Yeah, I just thought this was just really ignorant. I mean, I thought this article was going to be more, facetious, but it's not. They're actually taking it seriously. They're having some sort of contest to find out new types, flavors.
The next new permanent Lay's flavored chips.
So they have 3 different types of chips, and one is chicken and waffles, chicken and waffles, potato chips, sriracha, and cheesy garlic bread chips. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, all this stuff is GMO death, but I mean, I'm trying to think, how can you make, first of all, if you can make a potato chip taste like chicken and waffles, I don't want to touch that shit. Because how is that possible? How are you going to make one potato chip unless they, because I remember there was at one point in time they had some potato chips where one side was coated with some barbecue sauce, the other side was covered with something else. But this, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't know what to make of this.
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is for you, and I'm a person, I don't really delve into the savory sweet combination mix. I like one or the other, but apparently
there's 8 likes 1 too. The sweet.
But you like your dessert at the end, though. After you done worked up a sweat.
Yeah, I like.
Apparently, when you like your creamy filling.
Yeah, man.
The sriracha apparently won. At least so far. I actually would have guessed it would have been the cheesy bread because it just seems a more conventional flavor. But the crazy shit, they said there's a citrus taste of a citrus ending to the cheesy bread. They think they were trying to simulate the herbs from the garlic, but yeah, they said that shit just didn't work out. Yeah, I wouldn't eat any of these things.
Well, no, actually, I mean the Thai chili sauce, because if you like, because it's just like I get those kettle chips, and they have like a hot chili one that just came out, So if you like spicy chips, so I could see that one making. It's just that to me, it's just like the chicken and waffles one. How are they going to manage that?
Well, I mean, what did I have? I think I had was it French fries? French fries and ketchup. It was some crazy shit. Like, it was like either French fries and ketchup or salt and pepper and something or another. And the shit actually did taste.
See, that would be frightening to me. But, what these guys can do in these labs is just I don't know, man. It just sounds crazy, man. Chicken and waffles. Yeah. Would you eat some chicken and waffles with potato chips? At least would you try it? You would try it?
I think I would. Now here's the thing. I would probably be one of those, because I have my Malcolm X moments, and all black people, anytime they flavor something chicken, we're up at arms.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I would purchase a bag just to taste it. I don't necessarily. I'm not a potato chip eater.
See, I am. I love potato chips, but for me, I don't like. I've had chicken and waffles once at that Roscoe's that was over there on was it Church in Brooklyn? That went over. And to me, like you said, the combination. I don't want, if I'm eating chicken, I don't want this syrup getting anywhere near my chicken. It's just like I like the people that can put syrup, have their breakfast syrup mixed with their eggs, and I just can't do that. But you know what? I mean, I would try the spicy Thai chili sauce and maybe the cheesy garlic bread, because that sounds. Yeah, but
interestingly enough, we can't try it because they're not selling it within 50 miles of New York City.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
If you see this show, grab a hold of one of these bags or all of them and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Really, seriously, if you can tell us what these, because as I guess convenience little foods like that, it would be interesting to find out from somebody that actually, taking a taste.
But anyway, folks, that is our show. Once again, we are on Facebook, Insanity Check, Twitter, Insanity Check 12, and our YouTube channel, which will have this show in all of its new, vast, and wondrous glory in a day or two. Insanity Check Radio YouTube channel. So we'll be back in next week. Thank you for coming through. Catch you later.
We're gonna make it, baby. We live in